Buyer return is a thing, man. It's killing business, man. Sometimes, yes, I pretty much developed these skins to people returning items, but doesn't mean that whenever it happens, it doesn't have a way of getting to you, because truth be said, when we send that items on eBay, it's a lot of work that we put in to make sure that these items get delivered, to whoever is buying it. You think about the time you spend creating the listing, think about the time you spend cleaning the item, think about the time you spend, actually packing the item to make sure that the item gets delivered. And if you sell items like I do, which is you sell computers on the internet, these are pretty much bulky items, and packing them is not just enough for you to just throw them in some bubble wraps and put them in some polymailers and send them off. Sometimes it physically entails you carrying these things, cleaning them, bubble wrapping them, and then lifting them into a carton, and then taping the carton, not once, not twice, taping the edges, all to be sure that the item is well secured. And then sometimes it physically entails you, lifting this item and perhaps driving to the post office to send it off to the buyer, only for the buyer to receive it and just write you and say, look, sorry, I got a replacement from one of my family member and I want to send the item back. It is sometimes very discouraging, not minding the fact that you are also going to lose money whenever somebody decides to return an item, all right? And yes, this is what it is. I understand that, look, this is part and parcel of the business, There's every business, every business has, something that is not so fun, There's just no business you think about today that doesn't have, a downside. I do not want to go into different business models. I am a reseller, and I pretty much know that the downside of reselling are just buyer returns. Right now, it is getting even out of hand. Guys, I'm not kidding you. It's getting out of hand. This week alone, I think I received like 3 or 4 returns. And when I'm talking about return, I'm talking about 1,000 euros, When I get a return, a PC I said now pretty much is about 280 euros just on the average, all right? When you get 4 returns, you can do the math. It's a lot of money, and sometimes that money has already been channeled into another transaction. Now you have to begin to, to reverse everything and just, begin to, it's all just a pain. And yes, sometimes, truth be said, it could be very frustrating. I have seen a lot of transactions in my entire career, so I am not really bothered, because I understand that it's all about you selling, and then boom, from nowhere you get a return. You sell, boom, from nowhere you get a return. It's pretty much like that. But I'm just taking a look at, the young seller out there, but it's good enough that I am making this video to actually tell you that, look, this is part of what you are getting yourself into. If you decide to want to set things on the internet, understand that buyer returns is just something that you have to optimize for. I was taking a look at a video a few days ago on TikTok. I even went ahead to do a reaction video, with the video. This lady claimed to have bought a course online, very expensive course, and only not to be told that, look, there's going to be a point where people are going to be returning your items for no reason. People are going to use your item, they're going to try to return it, and they're going to be able to do that because of the power the platforms have given to the buyer. This woman was so frustrated. She made a very, sad video. She was, lamenting the fact that she's gone out of business. She doesn't want to do the business anymore. She's being frustrated by people just buying her items, using these items and then sending it back and actually getting a full refund of the purchase price, of the item. When she made the video, I could pretty much relate to what she was talking about. Sometimes these things could be very, very, very discouraging. Somebody buys your item and then the person wants to return it for no reason. Let's say an item gets delivered and the buyer is saying, the item that you sent to me doesn't work. This is a different thing. Yes, I can understand that nobody wants to buy a defective item, all right? But these people, they buy this item and then they now realize that, oh, somebody has just gifted them a laptop. And I'm asking myself, how is it possible that you just bought a computer today, it's been delivered to you the next day, and then from nowhere, you already received a gift, somebody just now gifted you a laptop, and how is it that everything just, why didn't somebody gift you this laptop before you came to the shop, to buy stuff? Sometimes it could be very annoying. If somebody even wants to return my item right now, and doesn't give me a foolish reason to return the item, I think it's even a better feeling for me. I just get to my email, I see that, oh, the buyer wants to return your item. All right, let it go. It's what it is. Take your money, send me back my item. Or send me back my item, take your money. This is the exact order, not take your money, then send me back my item. That was a mistake I made for a very, very long time, and I stopped doing that, and I'm never going to do that again, all right? It doesn't matter how small the item price is. Even if it's a €5 item, you have to send me back my item before you get a refund of your money, and my item must be in excellent condition, the exact condition in which the item was sent out to you. This is what I have been turned into, because the buyers are not just ready to stop. And there's even another dimension to it. I keep taking a look at YouTube videos and I see people talking about buyer return fraud. You know, people buying your item and then they're trying to send it back. They are trying to send back a replica of the item, but not the original item. This is mind-blowing what the world is turning into. You know, people go all out to eBay, they buy a defective item. You know, the item gets shipped to them, they keep the defective item, then they go ahead and buy a similar item, you know, in exactly the same condition, the same color and everything, and then they write to the buyer and say, look, the item you sent to me is defective, and then they try to switch. You know, it's just mind-boggling what people have resorted to doing. And this is just, you know, it's kind of sad that the world is actually turning into something like this. I keep preaching on this channel. Please, please, and please, before you buy an item on the internet, please do your due diligence. See if this is something that you really want. Yes, I am not talking about the situation where you have ordered something, let's say this flower vase or this cable, and somebody sends you, you know, a different item. I'm talking about a situation where you have seen this item, you have taken a look at all the pictures that was posted online, you have taken a look at the description, and then the item gets sent to you. It meets exactly all the criteria that of what you bought, which is the same color, it's the same shape, it's fully functional. But then, for one reason or the other, you just want to return the item. Man, this is causing a lot of pain to sellers, you know, and I don't know how long this is just going to continue, because it's frustrating people out of business. You know, people are just in business. Yes, they want to worry about customer returns because, like I said, there is just no business that doesn't have this, you know, percentage of people returning your item. Yes, I'm cool with that. And a lot of responsible business owners are also cool with the fact that returns are part of the business. But the particular returns that get a little bit annoying are those unserious people that go online to try to buy your item, I don't know, with the intention of sending it back to you. I really don't get how it works. You know, I have a crazy request now from a buyer. He bought a PC for me, and this was one PC that actually was very, very difficult to ship out. I met a lot of challenges, you know, setting this PC up, making this sure that this PC was in the best condition, and ultimately sending it out to the buyer. And then the buyer just wrote me now that, yes, I received, sorry, I want to return this PC because I just received a gift of a laptop from a family member. And I'm just like, what the? Yes, this is what we receive every day. And once again, I have to bear the loss. But then I'm just saying to myself, this could have been well avoided. Perhaps the buyer, I do not know, could have made an announcement, you know, to all your family members to say, sorry guys, I want to buy a desktop PC. Is there anybody in this family that wants to, you know, give me a gift of a laptop? And then wait for their feedback before you go ahead to either buy a computer on eBay, because it just makes no sense. Now, I have to lose about €25 just because of your singular indecision. It's kind of crazy, yeah? And sometimes I want to come here and just rant about it. But of course, it's what it is. I understand this problem, and it's kind of consoling to know that it's a general, you know, virus in the reselling world. It doesn't matter if you sell used items, if you sell new items, this virus is there, and I do not know what the platforms are going to do about it. Of course, the normal returns where people send you back the item they bought from you without trying to, you know, manipulate things, that's there. But the other version, which is somebody trying to, you know, defraud you and send back another item, you know, in replacement of what they bought from you, I really do hope the platforms are going to stop and really see how they can actually, tackle this kind of problem. Otherwise, it has the capacity to destroy a lot of, upcoming resellers. It has the capacity to destroy a lot of businesses. And if it keeps going on unchecked, I just feel like a lot of people are going to throw in the towel and say, you know what, I don't want to do this business anymore because it's just a free-for-all for fraudsters. So I'm making a passionate plea to the platforms. If there's anything you can do about this kind of problem, see, we need more encouragement. We need more encouragement. Reselling is already a difficult job the way it is. Now adding external factors like, senseless returns, people trying to defraud you of your hard-earned money, it's just another layer of demotivation. And if it goes on unchecked, it's just going to end up killing a lot of businesses. Please, please, and please, platforms, see how these problems can be tackled. I'm so sorry. It was a little bit of a rant. Even though in the beginning of the video, I was telling myself, please tone it down, but this is what it is. Sometimes if the issue is a little bit annoying, it's just kind of difficult to kind of put it on that check. I hope this video helps you. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please, please, and please support your boy. Let's get this channel to the next phase of growth. Until I see you again in the next one, peace.